For member statements today, we will hear from the honourable members for the districts of St. George's Humber, St. John's Centre, Fogo Island Cape Freels, Windsor Lake, and Lewisporte-Twillingate. The honourable member for St. George's Humber.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to help celebrate the recent 100th birthday of Lillian Butler, who was born in Sandy Point in Bay St. George on the province's beautiful west coast. When she was 20, Lillian visited New York City for 6 months, and upon her return, she was engaged and later married on Sandy Point. Her husband, Bill Butler, served in World War II and was overseas from July 1940 to July 1945. After the war, Lillian and Bill owned a sawmill at Bearshwa Brook, and they built a farmhouse at nearby Black Bank. Sandy Point, where Lillian was born, is now an abandoned community. But during her early years, it was a thriving port, and she still tells many stories about battleships which would stop at the harbour, and the dancing and brass bands on the deck of the ship. Lillian is still active and engaged with her many friends and family. She wants everyone to know how she made it to be 100. And I know her advice will be welcomed by many. She says her secret is eating desserts and sweets. So I ask all members of the House to rise with me in wishing Lillian Butler a very happy 100th birthday.
The honourable member for the district of St. John's Centre.
Mr. Speaker, what an honour to celebrate Mr. Wayne Lucas here in the People's House. After 26 years serving as president of CUPE, Newfoundland and Labrador, Wayne has retired. Throughout his leadership, he worked for the rights of our working people, work also benefiting the general population. He championed issues such as affordable childcare, a fair minimum wage, secure pensions, support for women victims of violence, LGBTQ two-spirited rights, and so much more. Wayne was a CUPE member for 40 years, starting his career as a school board worker in 1978. He loves Newfoundland and Labrador and our people. He gave much and served well. For that, people around the province are extremely grateful. As someone so wonderfully stated, Wayne Lucas is a once-in-a-generation, straight-up working-class hero. I ask all members to join me in thanking Mr. Wayne Lucas for his years of excellent service to the people of Newfoundland and Labrador. Bravo.
The honourable member for the district of Fogo Island, Cape Freels.
Mr. Speaker, the 2018 Grade 12 graduation season is upon us. I've had the opportunity to attend several grads thus far, but one sticks out. A couple of weeks ago, MP Scott Sims and I attended the graduation on Change Islands at A.R. Scamo Academy. The lone graduate had the day and night of her life. The gym was decorated lavishly, and over 100 people were in attendance. It started with a church service. Then there was mid-afternoon tea, followed by a hot meal, all cluing up with a dance. There was such an amazing feeling of happiness and joy in the room. The amazing thing, the lone graduate fundraised and paid for the full event. She made a calendar using pictures of her own town and sold them. This effort received outstanding support. Sales were well beyond all expectations. I would like to acknowledge Ms. Kimberly Reed for her determination and dedication in making her dreams of having an elaborate graduation come true. While I wish all graduates the best of their luck in their future, I throw a bouquet to Ms. Reed and look forward to her future endeavours. Well done, Kimberly.
The honourable member for the district of Windsor Lake.
Mr. Speaker, it's with great pride that I stand to recognize the efforts of parents, staff, students, and community who came out to support McDonald Drive Elementary in the district of Windsor Lake this past Friday evening. The school community is raising funds to add an outdoor classroom space for the children at the school. Ongoing fundraising efforts have been underway for several years, and led by a passionate principal, Mr. Matthew Smith, and the school council, of which I'm a proud member, this year's committee planned a well-attended dinner and auction to raise money. From the donations of items for the live and silent auction to the enthusiastic ticket sellers and the marvelous entertainment, the evening was a success. The pinnacle for all was undoubtedly the artwork completed by each class pod, which was handmade, literally and figuratively, and demonstrated the talent of the students and the guidance of the teachers. Community members, neighbors, and school alumni can still join the efforts to build the outdoor classroom by contacting the school office and making a legacy donation, small or large, to support this important project for the incredibly innovative McDonald Drive Elementary School. Thank you.
The honourable member for the district of Lewisporte-Twillingate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On May the 5th, I had the opportunity to share in the celebration of the 65th anniversary of the Twillingate Lions Club. The 37-member club undertakes many projects within the community, nationally and internationally. Over the past year, the club has been active in collecting used eyeglasses to send to other countries, contributing to the Dog Guide program, helping with the local Kids Eat Smart chapter, and organizing an annual Santa Claus parade, in addition to numerous other activities. During the evening, I had the opportunity to recognize Lion Mike Johnson for being appointed to the Leo Club Program Advisory Panel and the great work he has done to develop the 21-member Leo Club in Twillingate. Long service awards were presented to Lion Howard Butt for 50 years of service, and the current longest-serving member, Ted Boyd, who is into his 53rd year of dedicated service. Mr. Speaker, I ask all members to join me in congratulating the Twillingate Lions Club members as they celebrate their 65th anniversary and all the great work they do to contribute to our communities. Thank you.